If you're new here, welcome in. I'm Abby and I'm the maker behind Abigail's Creations. This is going to be a crochet vlog, so if you like cozy crochet and just hanging out, stick around. So, have you guys been seeing a lot of those how much yarn can I use in 1 month videos? I feel like I've only really seen it from Passionate Goods, but I really love the concept. So I guess this is kind of my way of being like, hey, not my original idea, but I am going to do it this month. For the entire month of July, I'm going to be tracking how much yarn I use, because I do have a lot of it to go through, and we're just gonna get started right away, because it's July 1st. I didn't pre-record anything, we're just jumping into it. This morning I was at my mom's and I did get some crocheting done, which I will show you, but it's just I wasn't able to talk a lot in that clip because my little brother was there and he was still asleep. But the way that this is gonna work, I'll show you some clips of me working on the projects and the finished projects, and then we will talk about how much yarn they used at the end of each day. And hopefully by the end of the month, I have less yarn in my stash. We'll see what happens. So here's that clip I was telling you about of me being at my mom's house and not being able to really talk much because my little brother was still asleep when I was working on this. I have started a kelp bucket hat by Passionate Goods, Kelsey. This is one of my favorites to make of hers. I recently discovered it and I'm obsessed. Hi friends, checking back in. I finished that hat. I think it turned out so cute. It is now available on my website, which you can also find in the description. But more importantly, I didn't use the entirety of any of these 3 yarns. So now I need to go and find a small to medium cotton project that I can use up these little skeins with. Okay, I think I have decided on these soap sacks. I've made something like this in the past, but I think that it would be the best use out of some of the small cotton skeins that I have. So I'm gonna go with those. Oh, this pattern is a free one on the lullabylodge.com. I will link it in the description. I have brainworms today.
Fold up your hems and it shows you how many inches you're folding it up.
Did you see that?
And then you can iron it right on.
All the time.
PayPal, Visa, gift card, anything. Free cash is paid.
I think I'm gonna switch colors now. Never mind, it's time for the closing.
Step on it though, because I don't have a lot.
I finished a soap bag. I used most of the pink. So I'm gonna make another one and make this the main color and this the accent color, and hopefully I will just have little worms left of those colors that I can't use for anything else. Hi friends! I ran out of Fleur de Lavande. First skein of the month. Fleur de Lavande label. First one. This is my basket pattern. This is the small of my patchwork nesting baskets. The first one in the basket. Okay, so I finished the pink, the just plain pink, the pastel pink from Peaches and Cream. So that's 2. Next, I found the scraps, and I figure it already kind of has a scrappy look already, so might as well. I'm gonna start with this. It's stripy. This one I would need to search for the yarn label. Okay, so I finished soap bag number 2. It's very scrappy, very cutesy, very pink. And this is all I had left. Okay, and it's almost 7:30 right now. I have to pick up my wubby from work at 8:39, but I also have to get dinner before that. So we'll see if I can make anything else. At the very least, I might just get started on something else. But I will update you as things happen. I'm here to pick up my wubby. I didn't get anything done before I went to pick up dinner. I edited this portion of this video. Day 1. And now I'm working on a granny stitch bandana. There's still a few more hours before bed. I usually turn in about 11. This is my progress so far on this. And it's a full, like, supersized Lily Sugar and Cream. So I don't think I'll have anything to show for it. But I will keep you updated. Okay, friends. End of day 1. And I have our basket here. I put in the yarn skeins in the projects that we finished. So earlier in the day we finished off 2 skeins of Peaches and Cream Original, one in the color Pastel Pinks and one in Fleur de Lavande. And with that we made 1 kelp bucket hat and 2 soap bags. And then, well, we also used a stripey for one of the soap bags. But in a project that I'm now working on, we also have 1 skein of woolies so far. It's a chunky shrug that I'm crocheting. Not going off of a pattern, but I did manage to use 1 skein of it so far. And I will show you that progress in the morning because it is 11:18 and I am tired. So good night. I just spent 3 hours editing and then re-editing footage because CapCut lost it. I went on about this for about a minute, I would say, but you don't really need to hear all of that, so just know that I lost it and then I found it and you got to watch it anyway. But I have been working on the chunky shrug. I started the sleeves. And I haven't finished another ball yet. I have 2 tied on. I don't know that I completely have enough to finish what I need to finish, like in terms of how long I want the sleeves. But I'm going to work the same rows on each sleeve at a time with both that are tied on, just in case I do run out, and then at least they'll be even. Hey friends! Shrug try on. It's to my elbows. And it's a good length in the front. I don't know how much further I'm gonna make it as far as the yarn goes. My cat would stop eating it. I have this much of one of them and then this much of the other. So we'll see. Hi friends. So I finished my car bandana from yesterday. It looks so cute. I think all the colors distributed themselves beautifully. I did not use a full skein, but I mean, I still do have this much left, but I have an idea. I want to make my scrappy basket pattern with 3 strands of cotton. So I will update you when I pick out colors, and then we will get to it. I've picked colors, and hear me out. We're gonna start with black, gray, white of this one. This is Lily Sugar and Cream. This is also Lily Sugar and Cream. This is Dazzle Blue. And then this is Mint and Peaches and Cream. We're just gonna see how it goes. I'm popping back on because this was a good choice. Look at that. It's really pretty. I feel like this would be a good time to let you guys know that I am on Patreon. For my Patreon, I have 2 tiers. I have a $5 tier. Patreon gets early sneak peeks to my future patterns, so you'll be the first to know. You'll get the opportunity to be like, hey, I want in. And you'll get in and you'll get to test that pattern that you want to test. Also included are these benefits. And then I also have a $10 tier and all the benefits. And it would also just be a really cool way for you to directly support my business. But if not, you can also join as a free member because there will be free content as well. Just some behind the scenes and first to know about new product drops on my website. So yeah, go over there and check it out if you're interested. Coming back on to share progress. I have 7 rows done, and this will be the entire bottom. Honestly, not as much yarn usage as I was hoping for, so I'm hoping that the entire basket, once it's done, will use up at least 1 or 2. At least 2. I'm gonna get dinner, go to Walmart, pick up my Wubby, spend some time with them, and then I will be back. Okay, friends, it's 11:30 at night, July 2nd. And I am pleased to announce that I have almost finished the shrug. I just have to weave in the ends. But that also means that our final skein count for the day is 3 of the Lion brand Quick and Thick and Quick. 3 of these. I will try it on for you guys tomorrow. Good night. Hello, my friends. Getting a tiny bit of a later jump today because I was taking pictures in the sleeves that I finished. I was making a count of everything that I did yesterday. I'm having a bit of a slow morning, which you just kind of need sometimes. I did finish the sleeves. I'll insert some pictures. And then our final count for yesterday, as you heard, was 3 or 4 of the woolies, which I still have quite a bit of because I went to I went to Walmart yesterday and bought more. But I have these 2, so they're contenders. I could make a hat or something. And then they had the puzzle yarn on clearance. It's in the color Hangman. This is really gorgeous purple. And I got 3 of them. They were only $4. So I got 3 of them. I also got some of the Mainstays of Velvet in gray to try out. and this was also on clearance. It was $5. They're usually $8. And then I got hair ties, that kind of thing. But the velvet and the hair ties are for a vlog that I will also be filming this month of the how many can I make in one day videos. So that should be really fun. I don't know that I'll make all of the hair ties that I bought. I think I got 60, but we'll have to see in that one. I'm sure that it's posted already, so you can go and watch it now. But as far as today projects go, I might make some toddler hats or just hats in general. I've been on a hat kick. I know it's summer, but has anyone else been getting crazy storms the last few days? I feel like it's a little ridiculous how stormy it's been. Decided that I'm going to make some more children's hats to donate. So that's what I'm going to use the rest of this Lion brand for. I will catch back up with you when I finish it. Okay friends, I got one done. It's stretchy. It was meant to be like a toddler sized hat, but it's kind of giving adult. But yeah, a hat for donating, a skein done, and the rest of this, which I don't think is gonna be enough to make a hat. I'm going to try anyways. Maybe I'll make a smaller hat this time and only do like 2 setup rows before I start instead of the 3. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that too. Hello friends, 5 o'clock check-in. I haven't used any more yarn skeins, like full ones, but I've started a halter top, just the basic halter top. It's from Passionate Goods, and I think I'm gonna try to finish this because I would like to wear it on a trip that I have coming up. I just wanted to check in, working on the halter top. I have a cone, so that's not really gonna help us, but I'm hoping that I get a lot done. I don't know if I'm gonna work on this for the rest of the night because my hand is getting a little tired. It's a 4mm hook, so the stitches are little, and I have a long way to go. I also have a super easy summer shirt started. You can find all of the links of the things that I have made in this video in the description.
Feels really nice.
You have a lot of repetitive rows, don't want to count them. Mark every so often with a stitch marker, and then you just have to count in increments of how many rows you decided to mark. Like I've marked where my 10 rows is, and then I'll mark where 20 is, and then 30, so I don't have to count every single one. Then I can be like 10, 20, 30, 40, and count that way. I film a absolute beginner series for my YouTube and do each individual stitch and everything, and how to do a magic ring, or how I do a magic ring, slip knot, chain, single crochet, a bunch of different stitches. And if there's specific stitches that you need help with or that you want me to do a tutorial for, please let me know in the comments, because I will add each one of those, and if I don't know how to do them, then we'll learn them together. Then I can do like crochet tip Tuesdays. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, if you're an absolute beginner and you have crochet questions, let me know. Tell me in the comments. I'm gonna start them this month, and I'm going to post them every Tuesday, because I want to do tutorial Thursdays, like once a month, to do like tutorials of my written patterns. I think that would also be really fun. But if there is any specific content kind of like that you would like to see, please let me know, because I would love to continue doing the maybe how much yarn in a month vlogs, or like how many can I make in one day, or even like as I get more into customizing things or writing patterns, I want to make those into vlogs, just to truly give you guys a good behind the scenes of my crochet business. I think that would be really fun. Okay, end of day 3, and total skein count 1, but started a lot of projects today, used a lot of yarn today, just didn't use very many skeins, but that's okay. I figured there would be some low number days. 1, end of day 3. And tomorrow we're gonna be out at my mom's all day, so we'll see what happens. Hello, July 4th update. We were at my mom's all day, and it is now 9:30 p.m. I did crochet, and I used one Premiere puzzle in Hangman.
Okay, just in time to.
I'm using Crochet Hooks and Magic Tapestry Crochet Moon free pattern. I'm gonna link it too. Okay, I finished it. Not properly, I don't think, because it's curling a little bit, but I'll also just have to block it. I finished my first knitted hat that I started in like May. But it's done now, and I'm counting it. 2 projects. Hey friends, sorry I haven't filmed a lot today. I'm still kind of recovering from my scope yesterday for my esophagus, and they took biopsies of my tissues and things, so I haven't really felt like talking, but I just thought that I would come on because I finished up another knitted hat. This one has a little bit of a brim because it's a little longer, but it's dark gray and rainbow. It did not use up a full skein, but then I made this knitted scrunchie. It's a thick scrunchie, but it's cute and it's knitted, and I just figured out how to do them, so I like it. And this one did use up the rest of a white Super Saver that I had. So that's 1 for today so far. And it's 4 o'clock. Okay friends, final check-in for the 7th. We have 2 knit beanies, a knitted scrunchie, and I made 2 of these chapstick holder keychains. The scrunchie finished off 1 skein of Super Saver in white. And that's all. Okay, it's July 8th. I haven't recorded a lot today because I have been very low energy, honestly. But I've been working on a knit beanie. I've really just needed a good ambi project today. And we'll see what else I get done. Hi friends! Popping on because I finished a skein of Sweet Snuggles. I made this leggy froggy. I just needed a good ambi project. He sparked joy. But yeah, 1 skein done. Coming back on because I finished a skein of Lion Brand Cotton Thick and Quick, but in this blue and white colorway. I made a dishcloth or washcloth and a hair clip holder that definitely needs blocked. That is 2 more items and 1 more skein. Okay, last project of the night, dish towel. But that means 2 skeins, 4 projects for July 8th. Hello. It's the end of the 9th and I've made 3 scrubbies, a coaster / scrubby, and 6 gathers that you can put around your curtain holders. I finished the skein of the Woolies Thick and Quick cotton. And that is my end of the day check-in. See you tomorrow. Hi friends, sorry for the lack of videos this weekend, or clips or footage. We had a lot of family time. As I mentioned, my little cousin had a birthday party and it was fun. It was in an arcade. I won this little guy. Low-key want to design a pattern off of him. So we're gonna keep an eye out for that. I also got chosen for a pattern test this weekend. I'm testing the Petri dish pattern by Gushgura on Instagram. And I saw it and I was like, it would actually be kind of funny if I did end up testing this because I'm allergic to a lot of molds. And it's for a penicillin mold culture. That is what I'm gonna get started on today. And I'm hoping that I can deplete this light gray. So, let's do it. Hi friends, clocking on because I finished 2 projects. I have this little ducky. From Hook Stories on Instagram. I have this monster by Sweet Lily Creations by Kat. And I will link these patterns down below as well. Okay, so the total of today is gonna be those 2 projects. I'm going to try to get this dinosaur done before I go to bed, but I don't think that's going to work out. But yeah, I got 2 projects done. The little monster was a part of a different video that is out now. a pattern review that you can go and watch. But yeah, no skeins today, unfortunately, but we were productive today, and that's what matters. Hi friends! Sorry about the kind of lack of videos for the last couple days. So yesterday I had a rheumatology appointment that took up most of my afternoon, but I did get some stuff done in the morning. I'm going to show you that now. First, I finished this brown and rainbow knitted beanie. It reminds me of a cosmic brownie. And then I finished this little dinosaur, who was a free pattern that I will link below. And then I finished this little axolotl. I have to put his eyeballs on, but other than that, he's completely done. And he's so cute. This was also a free pattern that I will link. I didn't finish any more yarn skeins. My orange is getting closer. But as far as whole skeins go, I haven't finished anymore. I used a bit of yarn, but haven't used any more skeins. So for today, I want to make another one of these little monsters, or maybe a couple more. I already have one started in this colorway. It's Sweet Snuggles Light Robin Blossom. And I'm hoping that it uses most of the skein. If it doesn't, then I can make another plushie with it, and we'll see how far we go with that. Okay. I want to finish that one, maybe make another, and try to get some yarn used up today. Hi friends, coming on to show you my progress. This is my progress on my little monster. And I found eyeballs that I think go perfectly with the yarn. It's like a very light pink with some chunky glitters. Yep, this was a good choice. It matches the little pinks in the yarn. That makes me so happy. Okay, on to finishing the little monster. Finished him! Look at how cute! I just gave him a little tuft of hair since he is a little bit of a busier pattern, but I think he still turned out really cute. Okay, that's another project done. I bet we could find a project to use the rest of this for, so let's do that. I've decided that the next thing we're going to do is put eyeballs on this little axolotl guy. But I'm gonna clean him up and put some eyeballs on him. I figured we could do that together. Anytime I make an axolotl, I get Dr. Waffle's axolotl song stuck in my head. Yeah, there he is. Cute little smile, derpy little face. He's all finished. So I'm gonna create his listing, and he will be a part of my drop on the 17th. Okay friends, so I've made this cute little hippo. Isn't he cute? We are another item more for the drop. Okay, so I made a poll in my Instagram channel about how long this video should be, and we've decided that posting every 2 weeks would be the best because the video is already so long, and they would prefer to watch a 30 to 45 minute video as opposed to 2 hours. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a roundup of all the projects that we got done these first 2 weeks and how many yarn labels we used, how many skeins we used. So we're gonna go over to wrap up. Okay, so let's talk about yarn labels first. We used 2 of these Thick and Quick cottons. We used 5 of the Thick and Quick Wool Ease. One Premier Puzzle in Hangman. 2 Peaches and Creams, 1 Fleur de Lave, and 1 in Pastel Pink. And then there was 1 in the stripey that I didn't have the label for, but it was in the pink stripes. Finished that one. And then a Sweet Snuggles in yellow. And a Red Heart Super Saver in white. So all together we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 skeins that we've used up in 15 days. And now on to the projects that we've made. Starting with knitted items, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 knitted beanies. These 2 will not be available. I've got an order for these 2 already. But the maroon and pink one and the cosmic brownie one will be available. And we have a knitted scrunchie. And we have, I believe that is all for the knitted items. Yes. Now for the plushies, we have the hippo, the little axolotl, the bright orange dino, the little ducky, the jumbo leggy froggy, and our 2 monsters. The flower one will be available. This one I've gotten an order for already. And now on to the crocheted items. So we have 2 soap bags, 2 pairs of curtain holders, 2 chapstick holders on the keychain, 1 hair clip holder that I need to get the dowels for, 3 black and white scrubbies, 2 dish towels, one bandana, and one bucket hat, and one pair of sleeves. I forgot to add in this hat that I made to donate. Okay, written it all down. 31 items. Not bad at all. I'm actually very happy with that. Okay, so the drop for this video is going to be live at either the afternoon of the 16th today or the 17th in the morning. I will leave a link to my website below where you can find any of these items that you would like to purchase. And then there's also more things on there that you can check out that wasn't in this video. Feel free to browse around. I also have custom orders open. And that will conclude this part of the video. So part 1 is all done. We'll see you next time. Bye.